Now it is time for action. TJ and my colleagues, National Assembly, I think the matter of the finance bill has been canvassed enough. And the whole country has rejected it. Can you confirm here that you reject in totality the finance bill 2023? In fact, my view is that if the finance bill is not withdrawn, the finance bill 2023 as currently crafted, if the National Treasury does not withdraw it and reintroduce it in a form that's acceptable to the people of Kenya, then there's no point of anyone coming to Parliament to read the so-called budget speech. Because as you know, under the new constitution, the budget cycle starts with the budget policy statement, BPS. Then the expenditure estimates, followed closely by the finance bill, which addresses the issues of taxation. The three go hand in hand. And therefore, once Kenyans have rejected one component, which is the finance bill, it follows that even the budget itself is unacceptable. Okay, man? Because it is through the finance bill that you will finance the budget. And if Kenyans have said no to the finance bill, stop wasting Kenyans' time by reading the so-called budget speech. Okay, man? Wadiromo kodiki ana kwa ana. Ebunge kuju. Today we are making a statement in Oyugis that ODM remains our party. Today, tomorrow, and forever. Ya kwamba sisi sote, jamii ya Wajaluo, kutoka Homa Bay, Migori, Kisumu hadi Siaya, tumeamua ya kwamba tunabaki ndani ya chama cha ODM ikiongozwa na Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo. Asanteni sana, Mwenyezi Mungu abariki.
I know when the other party was campaigning, they were talking of ASLA, that they were going to start with them. I am in finance committee. I agree they have started with the ASLA. Because paraffin, who is using paraffin more than anybody else? Are they not ASLA? You know they can't use gas for cooking. They are using paraffin. Is that not correct? Now, if they are using paraffin more than anybody else, and the tax on paraffin has gone up so many times, they have started with the paraffin. Have they not started with ASLA? So it was bottom up. Have they not started with bottom? The only thing is, they have done it the other way around. The ASLA people thought it was going to be enough food for them, that they were going to have economic strength out of starting with them. They are having economic problems and problems starting with them. When we were in the finance committee, nearly everybody is opposing this bill. So if you support it, know that you are a Lone Ranger and you are not helping anybody in Kenya. The only interesting people I saw are the contractors. Because all the time they are told that there will be more construction work and therefore support the bill. So they were supporting it. But that's mean. That means that I'm personally saying a big no. I join you, Monsieur and I, that this is the bill we must say a big no to. The housing part, the 3% to be deducted, and the government to match that 3%, asking whatever the employees paying, they are also going to pay. You know, these are contradictions. The government is all the time telling us that they don't have money. Where are they going to pay these 3% from if they don't have money? The result is they are taxing us. I know somebody said earlier that they are saying they are going to give our border people electric motorbikes. Let me tell you, when the people manufacturing motorbikes came to the committee, our committee, the finance committee, I asked a simple question: how much is the bike? The current motorbikes we know are costing around 100,000, 120 there. This one is costing at least 185,000 shillings plus. And this is what you are being told you are going to pay. I didn't tell you one thing which is also contradictory. The paraffin issue. You know, there are slurs who are using it. If they don't have paraffin, because the price of paraffin has gone so high, what are they going to do? See what a meeting. Which means the government is encouraging them to destroy Mazingira. Yesterday I was planting trees in Karachuan, trying to improve Mazingira. But they are at the same time forcing people to go and cut these trees we are planting. Is it not a contradiction? I'm telling you that this is a bill you must say no to. I remember I told the minister concerned, and I told the PS as well, that if our committee has one person who said no, I told him for the PS, for the minister, know that you know that person now. It is a hypocrite. I am going to say no, a big no, and I am asking you, let us join together in one chorus and sing no to the government, because that's the language they will understand.
He wants to confuse Kenyans with the finance bill. And when it is zeroed down on him, he has now moved to electrical pikipikis. Where did you do public participation? And Kenyans told you that they wanted electric pikipikis. Ijajua. You have a very simple concept. Ruto, you have a simple concept of the levy curve that explains tax income versus tax rates. And at the peak of that curve, the more you tax people, the more you reduce tax revenue. I honestly don't know who advises you. I don't know if you ever pray that you have put Kenyans into such misery. That notwithstanding, you have gone ahead to mess and confuse our education system. Where will the Kenyan child be? If you are you have choreographed denying the child of the poor education, Mr. Ruto. Where do you want the Kenyan child to go after 10 years? And I'm talking with the voice of the people as an elected leader. Why do you want to tax chama ya wamama?
Akinena sehemu ya Embu alikuwa na porojo tupu, na niliona wale wanamuadvise yeye ajamwambie mambo kamili. Alinena jana ati baada ya mwezi 3 atalete pikipiki ile itumii mafuta. Nataka kumuuliza swali, na wale business people wale wameoda pikipiki billions watapeleka wapi? Na hizi zingine tuko naye yote alikuwa na jigamba ni ya Asras, tutapeleka wapi? Kwa hivyo Ruto ni nyang'au, yule anamaliza nchi, na mimi simuogopi.
You baptized the common man with a new name called Hustlers. But the first thing that you did, Mr. Ruto, as soon as you got to that throne,
positions for your friends. You created positions for your friends, and the hustlers were left looking at you. Mr. Ruto, you still continue to lie to hustlers.